What's going on, YouTube? We're back for, I believe, video number 3. I'm going to get an intro soon and an outro. I just got to figure out, sorry about this dirty mess. I got to figure out what I want to do. I want to get creative with it. So I'm going to get an intro really, really soon. It's coming. So stay tuned for that. This is video number 3. Tonight we're doing a SmackDown review. Now, I got to let you know beforehand, I really didn't too much enjoy a lot of things about this SmackDown, just so you won't think I'm just being negative throughout the whole video. It's just a pre-warning. I didn't really enjoy too much about this SmackDown, and I'm going to explain it why. It had its good parts, it has its ups, but, it had its downs too, and I didn't really enjoy a lot. So tonight we're going to get into it. We started off with Braun Strowman on Alexa Bliss's show, and Nikki Cross, I believe her name is. So the thing I didn't like about that, it's a show called Moment of Bliss. There we go. The thing I didn't like about that is I would much rather prefer that Braun was maybe on like the dirt sheet or something, talking to Miz and Morrison. It would have made it more unique. Nothing wrong with Alexa Bliss's show. I think it was still an okay segment. But I probably would have chose Miz and Morrison instead to interview Braun. Also, the gift thing, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The black sheep mask, that was a cool part of the segment. What I didn't like was how Braun just spotted the gift over there. I felt like maybe somebody else should have pointed it out. How does Alexa Bliss just sit there and not see a gift on her set? Even if somebody slid it in the ring, you're gonna see somebody sliding a gift in the ring, obviously. So I think they kind of played themselves with that part. But overall, the segment was pretty good. I think Bray is a genius. One of the hottest things going today. Braun is a big man. I like how he is in the ring. He's one of those champions I can kind of dig my teeth into and take seriously. So I think this is going to be a pretty good feud. They're kind of reminiscent in the days of the Wyatt family, so I like it. Next up, Sheamus versus Denzel. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Now, the thing about this is I love Sheamus to death. That guy is a brawler. He reminds me of some of the old WWE guys. So he's a veteran. So you always got to appreciate the veterans while you can, because you never know. He had a career-threatening injury, still made it back. So I like Sheamus a lot. What I don't like is we seen this on Raw with Seth Rollins. I don't like how they're bringing in black guys, and I don't want to make this a race thing, but they're bringing in black guys to just get squashed. We already have it where black guys don't really win titles in WWE like that, the top titles at least, and we never really see them really take off like that. Maybe the last person we had was Kofi, but, if you are top guys that are black aren't really succeeding like that, why bring in more black guys just to get squashed? I don't like that. I don't like how that looks. But overall, Sheamus looked dominant in that match. Like I said, I appreciate Sheamus for everything he's done in the company. We have a Jeff Hardy video that aired. I love Jeff to death. One of my favorite superstars of all time. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I can't say to capitalize on his mistakes. I mean, they had the Big Show up there telling him, how he should live and whatever. But I don't know where this is going. So if it's a road to recovery for Jeff, and it's to bring him back better, hopefully he stays out of trouble, then I'm okay with it, I just want to throw this on the record. I'm probably not going to do a whole review on it, but Lacey Evans is hot. She's a hot lady, and I really like her gimmick. She's one of the few women that I do like. Most of the women today are kind of boring to me. They don't really have the it factor. And that brings me to my next point. Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Dolph Ziggler, Otis. I'm not going to lie to you. I really don't give two fucks about this feud. Like, I feel like it's pointless. And I brought this up the other day about on AEW review about how Moxley versus Hager. Real wrestling fans know when a guy loves this business, right? Real wrestling fans don't like that shit. I'm just being honest. The people that like this feud with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose or whatever, these are little kids and New Age wrestling fans because it feels like a soap opera rather than an actual feud. Who gives a fuck about that shit? Like, Otis in real life would not get either one of those chicks, let's just be honest, and he's playing a simp role. Nobody likes a simp besides women themselves. Um, it feels very soap opera to me. Like, it doesn't feel like wrestling at all. And I kind of skipped through the whole thing because I just don't give a fuck about the feud. I'm just being honest. Um, Money in the Bank qualifying match. We got Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. These two, you already know, you put them in a ring together, is going to create magic. Great match. Cesaro, like Cody Rhodes said, is very underrated. I believe Daniel Bryan's momentum is slowly going down just by pairing him with Drew Gallagher because he has no momentum at all. I get what they're trying to do by give Drew Gallagher some buzz, but it's bringing Daniel Bryan down. Like, he's not benefited like from it. Cesaro, Shinsuke, and Sami Zayn, they make a great ass team. Daniel Bryan's not really getting anything out of, just teaming with old buddy of his, Drew Gallagher. Corbin versus Elias. Now, I'm a big fan of Baron Corbin. A lot of people hate him, but to me, he's a good heel. He's kind of what a heel should be like today. The thing about Elias that I hate is he had some okay selling moments, but Elias can't sell for shit to me. Like, this guy gets hit with a stick, he gets hit with chairs, he gets hit in the throat, and he keeps getting the fuck back up. Like, dude, you gotta learn how to sell. That's what makes people believe it. He's got to learn how to sell more. When you get your ass beat, it's certain times you just have to stay down. You have to make it look real. Elias has to do better on his selling. The feud to me is just boring at this point. It's not going anywhere to me. It's not entertaining to me. I don't really care about it. I'm just being honest. The Money in the Bank, we'll get to that last. The main event, it was Big E versus The Miz versus Jimmy Uso. If you ask me, I don't get why they keep doing this singular thing. They might as well just bring all the teams back. But also, how many fucking reigns do the New Day need? If you're trying to break a record, this is the same mistake they make with Charlotte Flair. If you're trying to get them to break a record like the Dudley's record, you don't keep giving them the title, just every few months. It should be a build over a couple of years to show they have longevity, to show that they don't need a title to keep them going. But if you keep handing them the title, it makes the title just meaningless. It just keeps changing hands. So I didn't like that shit. I didn't like how they just took the title out of Miz and Morrison, and it's just like a thing of hot potato, hopscotch. You just keep passing the title around, Big E, I like his size. Big E has a pretty good size for a wrestler. He looks like he'll beat the shit out of you in real life, and I like to see wrestlers like that. I feel like a lot of wrestlers today are athletic, but they don't really have size to them, and I don't want to make it about size because, I don't just base somebody out of their size, but Big E has a pretty good size on him, muscle-wise. But I feel like he's kind of a big nerd. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but even more so, Xavier Woods is a big nerd, and it makes like the hardcore fans look at this shit like, what the fuck happened, man? Like, you went from guys that would throw, they'll beat the shit out of each other with chairs, throw each other around silly, to these nerdy wrestlers that just, they promote video games and other stuff that you just don't care about, you know what I mean? So overall, I might be missing something, I don't know. But that's so far my review of the show. The highlight of the show to me, maybe the beginning. And I want to throw this in there too. The beginning of the show, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. This is the thing I don't understand with WWE these days, that they just made a pattern of. Your champion should be the champion should be the attraction, right? And it's good to have your champ start off on the show, but the champion should end the show most times. I'm tired of seeing just random matches end the show. Why not have that segment with Braun and Bray end the show? Because that makes the champion looks like he's the main event. Stop putting the champ in just the beginning segments and forgetting about him for the rest of the night. He needs to be seen less. So I don't like that either. You know what I mean? But to get into the Money in the Bank coming up, They having it in the WWE headquarters, and you have to fight all the way to the top of the building just to get to the Money in the Bank. A part of me feels like it's something new, so it's like somewhat creative, but I don't know how that shit's gonna turn out. It's either gonna be a hit or a miss. It's no in between. It's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. Um, Also, I want to see somebody hold the Money in the Bank that actually has a fire enough to hold it that people can get behind. I'm tired of seeing just pointless people hold it, fake cash-ins. You know, it's just that they don't even need a reign, the people that they give it to. They give it to some of the same people, you know what I mean? So I want to see somebody different. Maybe an Aleister Black or somebody different. Just, you know, and once they get it, actually make them feel important. It takes me back to 2008. CM Punk, you know, when he had the Money in the Bank, it made it feel important. Edge, when he had the Money in the Bank, it made it feel important. Even Jack Swagger, when he cashed in, it made it feel important. You have to make the Money in the Bank holder feel important. Last year, we had fucking Brock Lesnar to hold the Money in the Bank, and that really didn't feel important at all. The year before that, Braun Strowman didn't feel important at all. You know what I mean? So it's just about, you have to make them seem like, you know what I mean, that like they actually have the championship material on them before they even get the championship. So that's kind of my review of SmackDown tonight. Hopefully they start to pick up the slack, man, because the WWE has really been lacking lately. I don't know if it's just because of the crowd or whatever. They just cut a ass load of superstars. So I just really hope that they can pick things up. Rest in peace, Mean Gene. I want to say that because it's just like, it seems so much like bad luck lately within wrestling. So rest in peace, Mean Gene. Once again, my heart goes out to some of those superstars released. I hope they found success. And I just hope that things just can come better and get better for everything in wrestling. Right now, it's like a sad period. Like, it's a dark age right now. That's my review for the April 17th, excuse me. Or is it, what's the date? April 17th. April 17th show, SmackDown, my review. I'm coming with an intro and an outro soon. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.